made your point. Thank you, Sadui Modagbe. The lines are open, though I don't really get you anywhere. But again, you've made your point. 080-915-51055 and 080-569-98678. Those are the numbers.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Additional calling from Ibadan.
Mr. Adeshina, good to hear your voice.
Yeah, on maintenance of infrastructure, you see, we have the peculiar character of Nigerians, and that peculiarity is left to us. Most of these facilities, you will see the way people tamper with them. These traffic lights we are talking of, I watched 2-3 times on the television, where people at the dead of the night go there and remove essential materials, and which could not be replaced.
And that is the failure of security. That is the failure of security.
Hello?
That is the failure of security. And that's also the failure of government.
Look, ordinarily as human beings, why should we so relegate ourselves to that level?
That is why you have the police, because with the society we always produce people like that.
Well, this light is for us, it's for our good, it's for our use.
All
Why
right.
should we wake up at night and go and tamper with it?
Yeah.
These are things that is affecting us in Nigeria.
All right.
Look at the rail line from Abuja to Kaduna. At the time it was constructed, all the cable were removed by people. The CCTV installed in most of the cities were removed by our people. So these are problems.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. You see, when people remove things, who do you blame?
You see, for instance, let me give you an example. Okay, on a Friday evening, okay, I needed to get some change, about 10,000 naira worth of small change. And I was anxious that where was I going to get this change from? It was after 4, the banks had closed. And somebody calmly told me, sir, don't worry, at 5 o'clock, we'll go to the traffic checkpoint there, and the traffic wardens will change it for us. And I was shocked. Now, those traffic wardens are not going to allow
The traffic light to work.
simple.
So somebody should tackle what you've just
Because
explained.
when you're making 10, 15,000 naira in a particular junction, okay, and the traffic light wants to take over your job, in fact, you can come back at night to come and cut the wire.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think this goes to show that the public is also culpable.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not only the government.
Yes, it's not. It's
Yeah.
it's actually
But,
more
what is the essence of government? If government cannot check the
it's not-
excesses of the
the
public,
public is democracy is power by the people for the people. Okay, so I mean, it is the people.
wait, the way we sound sometimes, it seems as if there is a Nigerian exceptionalism. If you go to New York today and turn up the traffic lights and the policemen are not there, there will be chaos.
Yes.
But the state is there acting, regulating society.
Yes.
Why has the state failed to regulate society?
And if a policeman unplugs the traffic light, he will be tried. He will be tried and sent to.
So it's not a failure of
You
governance?
see, the state, Plato will say, is man writ large. Okay? What the configuration of the state we have is a reflection of the individuals
That's it.
within that state.
That's it.
So that's why I say we are also culpable.
We are
If
culpable.
we are conscious of all this.
Yes.
We should make sure that things work.
Yes.
In order to help the government, because the government cannot do it alone.
All right, let's take more calls. Okay, you want to intervene?
Yes, everything revolves around poverty, unemployment, and our culture.
Sometimes that poverty is poverty of the mind.
That's
What
why
only poverty
social-
of the
When there's poverty of the mind, what do you do? Educate the people.
It is incredible because I mean I always tell people I've been to functions where I see people that are dressed from top to toe, okay, worth maybe 300, 400,000, and they are fighting over a bucket. That you have not given me a bucket, which is 500 naira, you know, and I'm looking at. I mean, isn't this poverty of the mind?
Perhaps they were fighting for their right.
You want to take a bucket home?
All right. Join the conversation. The lines are open. Hello, good morning. 080-915-51055. Hello. Hello, good morning. We can hear you clearly. You can also call 080-569-98678. Hello.
Hello, morning, Obilo.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah. On the issue of infrastructure being maintained, I want to comment on that. This is Olatunde from the road.
Good to hear your voice.
Yeah. So it's I've been listening to the analyst in the house. I think part of the problems we have with this maintaining infrastructure in the state is security issues, and it also boils down to our people, the culture we have. A lot of people can't maintain government infrastructures or things they build. So I think we need to work on the society and the mindset of our people.
Thank you.
So that's just my...
Thank you. Thank you for joining the conversation. I have a book here. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, my name is Damola from Ibadan.
All right, Damola, make your point.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Edmund, and good morning to its president in the CU. I think we're having a very broad discussion and very impressive. But one thing has to be said. With the lacking thing, the major problem we have is insincerity. All the other things are just offshoots. The maintenance culture. Godson, for instance, you're talking about traffic lights. In Lagos, they are maintaining your traffic lights. Lagos is not Dubai. Lagos perhaps is closer to Ibadan than any other state. I have not been to several states like maybe Port Harcourt, but I know in Lagos they are maintaining the traffic light. How are they doing it? Go there, start the process, bring it back home. Simple. The problem I say is insincerity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I have a book entitled The Nigerian Cocoa Industry and the International Economy in the 1930s, a World Systems Approach. I recommend this book to you. It's a classic. The book looks at the periodic cycles and waves which are characteristics of global capitalism. The contraction in world trade during the Great Depression of the 1930s stands out as the strongest adverse shock to international trade in modern history. Do you want to know how this connects to the cocoa industry and the reflection it cast on the present-day economy? This book uses the Nigerian cocoa industry's encounter with the world economy of the 1930s to knit together a gamut of themes ranging from the social formations of production to the forces of demand and supply and price fluctuations and stabilization. The author is Dr. Olisa Muojama of the Department of History, University of Ibadan. Why did you write this book?
Well, it's to demonstrate how Nigeria was integrated into the orbit and vortex of global capitalism and the place of Nigeria within that international economic system, using cocoa industry as a case. You know, because as a result of the revolutions in industrial capitalism, economies from various parts of the world have been brought under a unified process. As a result of the international monetary system, starting from the gold standard, across the gold exchange standard, to dollar standard as we have it today. So insofar as various countries have now become part of the global economic system, it is important for individual countries to assess the rate and manner in which it is integrated and the impact of that integration on its own economy.
Our integration makes us operate at the periphery. True or false?
That is true. The nature of our integration actually has made us to become the periphery of the center. Initially, we were the periphery of the periphery during the slave trade because the slaves were taken to Latin American countries where they produced, and then the product will now be taken to Europe. But now, as a result of the fact that we have transited from slave trade to commodity trade, that is products, we are now connected directly to the center. So we are still the periphery, but no longer the periphery of the periphery, but the periphery of the center.
Do people read? Do people still read to understand concepts of development?
Well, unfortunately, in these days of social media and technology, okay, reading books has taken a back seat, and I think it is something that the government and people like my good brother here writing this book, because I'm definitely taking a copy, should try and encourage And we should try and encourage from primary school to university level and make it a culture of actually reading books. Because we need to go back and study a lot of things that have happened to be able to move forward.
Are we reading enough?
How many libraries do we have? Secondary school, primary schools, do they have libraries anymore? Do they have, where is the reading culture? I remember sometimes ago, Wale Soyinka and the former River State governor did something about, getting people back to reading. The most important thing is it must be fully integrated into the curriculum right from primary school.
That's it.
We must have libraries. They must be encouraged to go to libraries. So the new government in Ayò State,
I think
come May 29, should, as a matter of utmost urgency, concentrate in reinventing and bringing back libraries in our schools.
Reading
From
and
there, we
writing.
can move forward.
I think it goes beyond that. Everything revolves around the same concept as I mentioned earlier, the social condition. Okay, we are not practicing knowledge economy. Elsewhere in the world, the economy has moved beyond manufacturing to knowledge economy.
Knowledge and creativity.
And creativity.
Yes, knowledge
so
and creativity.
when you now say people should read, and after reading, it doesn't translate to anything, they will be discouraged.
The richest people in the world these days don't produce anything. They're just creative.
Yeah.
Before we go, woman commits suicide after losing 2 children on the front page of the Vanguard. The house in Lagos.
So sad.
She has killed herself.
So sad.
Or let's say the system has killed her.
The system has killed her.
Exactly.
Yes. And the system kills so many people every day. Yeah. I mean, you drive on the roads from here to anywhere and you're looking at, for instance, go towards Ife, you just think to yourself, is it rocket science to do a road properly? And people have accidents on that road every day.
And it will continue with the way we are going?
It will continue.
And it can be avoided.
Easily.
It can be avoided.
Yes.
Maintenance.
Honorable Babatunde Oduyoye, thank you for featuring on State Affairs.
It's my pleasure, Obilo.
Dr. Olisa Muojama, thank you for coming.
I'm happy to be on your program once again.
Ayò Ogundele, it's good to see your face again.
Always a pleasure, my friend. Always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.